Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is going to be on a prom look because prom season is upon us. And even though I'm well past my high school years, I just remember having so much fun at prom. It was a blast picking out a dress and hoping that guy would ask you and doing your hair and your makeup and getting all dolled up and just dancing the night away. I'm actually wearing my dress from senior year, which is definitely a throwback. Moving on, this tutorial is using all drugstore products because in high school you're not shelling out the dough at Sephora. No, you're scouring the racks at Target, Ulta, Walgreens, CVS, what have you. So this tutorial is definitely budget friendly and we should probably just jump right in. I like starting it out with a freshly exfoliated and moisturized face because it gives you a great base for your makeup. Taking Maybelline's Baby Skin Pore Eraser Primer, I'm just going to smooth this all over my face. And I'm also going to put this on my eyes to act as my eyeshadow primer. Next, I'm taking Vaseline's Lip Therapy and just smoothing that over my lips so they're nice and moisturized. Taking NYX's eyeshadow in Dance the Tides, I'm just using a crease brush and I'm working that into the crease to work as our transition shade. And then I got a kiss from my hubby. We're gonna take NYX's I Have a Headache and pop that under the brow bone with a small fluffy brush. Taking NYX's Over the Taupe, we're just going to work that onto the outer part of our lid and also into the crease just below that transition shade. You're gonna wanna blend that from the outer corner towards the inner corner. Taking this black color from the Maybelline Brights palette, we're going to take a small brush and start working that into the crease. This darker color is just going to give us a little bit more depth. You're also going to want to bring that onto the lid, but just on the outer corner. And we're also going to take that same color on the inner corner of our lid, but we're going to leave the middle part of our lid empty. You're just going to want to use that same crease brush as before and blend that out. Going into that same palette, we're using this white frosty color to act as our highlight under the brow bone. Next, taking the NYX's Ultra Pearl Mania, we're just going to take the color Nude and a damp brush and pop that onto the middle of our lid. With the leftover product on the brush, we're just going to blend the rest of the lid out. And with your finger, gently clean up the outer edges. Taking that same small brush and the black eyeshadow again, we're just going to pop that on where we had the black before just to make it a little bit more dark and defined. And as always, blend it out. Taking NYC's liquid liner in black, we're just going to create a simple line. We want the line to be thick on the outer part of the eye and start thinning out towards the inner corner of the eye. I like to use any excess product while I work towards the inner corner. That way there's not too much product coming off the brush. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and pop on some mascara as we prep for our falsies. These are the Ardell 102s that I'm popping on. Once your lashes are on, you're just going to run another coat of mascara through them so they really bond to your natural lashes. Taking L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, we're just going to use a damp beauty blender and work that into the skin. I really like using beauty blenders for foundation just because it really creates a flawless airbrush look. I also use it for my concealer too. Taking a small concealer brush and leftover foundation, just work that into your inner corners of your eye. Next, taking Maybelline's Master Conceal and a small concealer brush, I'm just going to create little triangles underneath my eyes, like I always do, people. And run it down my nose, on my chin, on my cupid's bow, around my nose, and on my smile lines, and up my forehead. Taking the L'Oreal Magic Lumi highlighter, I'm just going to draw some lines like this. And yeah, it looks all crazy, but a highlight is everything. Then you're just going to want to blend that all out with that same Dampy Beauty blender to work whatever products on there under my cheekbones to add a little bit more highlight. It's important to just push the product under the skin, especially under your under eyes, and you can also clean up the edges of your eyeshadow, which really helps out because you want that looking sharp. Taking the Airspun Loose Finish Powder, I'm just going to pop that under my under eyes, and you can use quite a bit here. I think they call it baking or something, but you're gonna leave this on for a few minutes and then just press that onto any other parts where you put the concealer and highlight just so it sets. Taking a big fluffy brush, you can kind of just brush that into the skin but avoid your under eye area. Taking these two colors from the NYX contour palette, I'm taking an angled brush and I'm just going to start creating my contour underneath my cheekbones. I have to say that I really love this palette. It's very blendable and you can definitely keep building up the color, so this is a must-have for drugstore products. I'll work those same colors onto your temple and into your hairline. This will make your forehead appear smaller. Taking the darker color from the contour kit, just barely pop that on to the existing contour just to add a little bit more definition. And I always blend upwards when I'm using a contour because if you blend downwards, you'll totally mess up the line you're trying to achieve. And then use any excess on your forehead. Moving on to the nose, using those same first two colors we had, start creating lines on either side of your nose just to make it appear more slim. Also work that color under the tip of your nose and also create a tiny little line just above the tip of your nose to create a button look, and then blend that out with a fluffy little brush. And then taking the more yellow color on a fluffy brush, we're going to start wiping away that loose powder we put down. Not only does this wipe away that product, but it also adds a little bit more of a highlight color as you're wiping away that product. The whole reason we left that product on for so long is just to really help that under eye set. We don't want any creasing there. Also work that same highlight color on the nose and on the chin and also onto your forehead. This really brightens up the center of your face. Taking a big fluffy brush with no product, just start kind of blending that all out carefully. This will make sure there are no harsh lines, but everything looks pretty smooth. Autumn Peach by Essence, we're just going to pop that onto our cheeks with a nice fluffy blush brush. Taking this shimmery highlight color from the NYX contour palette, we're just going to pop that above our cheekbones with a small fluffy brush. Also work that same color down your nose, on your chin, on your cupid's bow, and up onto your forehead. Taking that same taupe color on a small eyeshadow brush, we're just going to start working that color on the bottom lash line. We kind of want to just make it very smoky, but not too dark. Taking that black color from the eyeshadow palette, we're just going to work that on the outer corner of the eyeshadow we just laid down and bring it up to meet the top eyeshadow to create a nice line. Then we're going to line our bottom waterline with black eyeliner. This is by NYX, it's just a regular pencil liner. Taking a tiny eyeshadow brush and that same Pearl Mania by NYX, we're going to pop that on the inner corner of our eye and bring it down a little bit on the inner bottom lash line. Then just pop on some bottom mascara. Taking NYX's eyebrow shaper, it's a wax, you're just going to put that onto your brows so you can smooth the hairs down with a brush or your fingers. Taking a small eyebrow brush and NYX's Tame and Frame brow pomade thing, start doing your eyebrows. I like working from the outer part of the eyebrow inwards because I want less product as I'm working inwards. Taking Milani's Bordeaux lip liner, this is my favorite. It's a perfect rosy red. We're going to line our lips, and we're also going to fill in just the outer corners of our lips. Taking NYX's Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Milan, we're just going to pop that on the center of our bottom lip and also on the center of our top lip. You're going to just rub your lips together and blend it out. This is going to make a really pretty ombre effect, and you can also use your fingers to blend if you need to as well. But usually just rubbing my lips together works just fine. And then you are all done and ready for prom. Have fun out there, guys, and stay safe.